After spending what feels like forever seeing no progress, but all in the electrical cupboard, which is now working, yay, we can do something that looks like progress. Let's put this roof on.
Hey YouTube, if you're new here, we're Ben and Shelley and we're turning this empty van into our dream home on wheels. However, this isn't our first van, but this one's bigger, smarter and a bit more luxe. Let me catch you up on where we're up to. We've done all the installation, chucked some huge solar panels on the roof, built all of our cabinets, bed and kitchen, and made some beautiful arch recesses in our walls. With the help of Shelley's dad Terry on the tools, we've almost finished building our ultimate off-grid van, so stay tuned.
Just going to drill the holes for the downlights. Come in, just give it a quick test fit, make sure there's nothing changed which we shouldn't have. Then we'll just drop it down, throw some glue along there, get the nail gun ready and pop it in. That's just to stop it from splintering quite as much.
Oh, a bit on both sides.
Yeah. That makes it a bit cleaner. If you just go straight through, you tear the back of the fibre out. More.
We're sticking everything on the roof up with T-Rex. It's super strong, quick, fast grab. It's meant to be really, really good. You can put, rig up something to hold it up in place, but we're just going to nail it and do an extra coat of paint over the top because we figure it's going to be more sturdy and just a bit simpler.
Thomas, this is a silicone gun. Caulking gun.
Thomas is my little brother who's not so versed in DIY.
Putting on the first piece of the wall, we've done the roofs, time for the wall.
We've got these really cool hinges for all the doors and everything. They like self-close and Really, you could probably get away without a latch on them, but we also got latches. So these are all from RV Labs. They ended up being a lot better than we even thought they would be, and they're awesome. So what we've done to make our life easier is Dad's made up a template, one for the door and one for the wall side or whatever it's being connected to, because it is a little bit tricky to get right every time. So we'll show you how we use the template, and we'll show you how we install the really cool self-closing latches from RV Labs.
So I've just picked a measurement of 100mm centre from the edges. I made these up out of some steel angle that I had, some light gauge stuff, to the measurements that were supplied with the latches for both the door side and the hinge side for it to get your offsets back. Then it's just a matter of lining that up. So we're going to go 100mm in, so I've marked 100mm centre on my little template there. So that's 100mm there.
Basically, they're super fiddly, and we've got, I don't know, how many of these? 50 of these to do. So spend the time to make the template, so make your life a lot easier when it comes to installing them, because even after they're painted, they're still a pain in the bum to install because you've got to get the measurements exactly right on either side, and I tried to do it and it was tricky. Dad had to take over.
Now you'll notice I'm only pre-drilling the 2 slotted holes. That's so we've got a little bit of an adjustment. We can get the hinges on, and by pre-drilling them, it also makes the holes easier to start for your screws. So we will just fit these. It says on their door side, it doesn't matter.
That says door side. This is not door side. And repeat.
Yeah, this is just to get them into, we've got a little bit of adjustment on them then. Where I measured 100mm before, I'll have to measure 98.
And this is the other template. Getting our decorations ready. So now we just line them up with the pre-drilled holes. And get a tool person to hold it on the other side. Tricky part is lining this up. It's a bit easier on doors like this.
Bring 2 screws. So we go up.
How are we going to open that now?
It's a good question.
Oh no.
No, we'll get it open.
So it's a bit tight on here and a bit too, there's more of a gap up there. But how do we open this?
I'll show you.
Dad's always got a trick. Too easy. So you can just make a bunch of micro adjustments, if you like me, with a hand screwdriver. So once the template's in, you can kind of loosen it and move them all slightly side to side to make sure that, yeah, little micro adjustments to get them in the right position. It's a lot of trial and error and a lot of fiddling. So put a good playlist on or have a good time. Make sure you have a coffee first. So once they're loosened, you can move them in and out.
You can move it in and out. I'm also trying to get over this way a little bit, because we are only relying on measurements.
I should have filmed this on one of the smaller doors. They're a lot easier.
That's sitting up there pretty solid where it's got to sit. Right?
You can see there's a gap.
There's a gap there.
To the roof.
So I want to take that gap is 24. Find myself a block of something that's around 24 mil and hold it and scribe it into the line and then cut that line. And that should fit properly. So I just now have to find myself a bit of something 25 mil, 24 mil and a pencil, and I'll just cut it. All I'm going to do is just cut a piece of this to 24 mil long.
So a random offcut.
Just a random offcut or a piece of, that's probably the best thing.
Because you can see the arch of the van curves like this, and then we want that piece to match up with the roof. If anyone's watching from the UK, it's 22 degrees and we all have our hoodies. Look at this cold! It's raining! This is the coldest it's been in ages. It's actually very nice. What is this weather, eh?
Side there, across here and onto that mark there. Just above that mark there. And up high onto that. So what we do now, that block is now recut to that size, it was retrimmed, and
so the block is the same size as the middle, and then the gap gets
Same
bigger as you
size.
go to the side, right?
yeah.
Now we know where to cut. See, the line gets smaller as we go to the middle and bigger, so we know what size arch to cut out.
With all the walls in place, we touched up the edges with silicone to give it a finished look, and that's where we'll wrap up this short episode. Tune in next time for the final piece of the puzzle. You won't want to miss it. Don't tell me you're not jealous.